The year was November 21st, 2004. Nintendo just released their new handheld console called the DS. It introduced two screens, but one of them was a touchscreen, so it made it cool. The original DS didn't do too hot compared to its light equivalent. Maybe it was because how it looked, but hey, that's just me. Fast forward 5 years later, and someone at Konami said, you know what would be funny? And on September 3rd of 2009, Konami released a game called LovePlus only in Japan. Now, you're probably thinking to yourself, Snuck, you fucking idiot. You're reviving your dead channel to talk about a fucking DS game? Yes, you are absolutely correct. I am in fact reviving my channel to talk about a fucking DS game. What is Love Plus? Love Plus is a dating sim where you hang out with a girl, she confesses, and boom, you're dating. If only it was that easy. Now, when you're playing this game, you're probably gonna think, why am I playing this? And to answer your question, I have no fucking clue. Another question you're probably gonna ask is how the hell did you play this game when you can't even read the forbidden language? Some wonderful people have created an English patch for us Americans to understand what's going on. Yes, I am playing this game on an emulator. How am I supposed to get this game in 2020? I don't even have a DS. In Love Plus, you get the choice between three girls, a third-year high school student who works part-time in a family restaurant, a second year with a knack for sports and is generally considered perfect, which is why she doesn't have many friends, and a first year who doesn't have the most friendly attitude and a not-so-friendly family life. And it's one of those, I know. The game is separated between two major sections, pre-girlfriend and girlfriend mode. They are both self-explanatory. You play some dude who just moved into his new house, in which you get to choose the style of. A traditional Japanese house, a generic student room, or some other one that I don't care about. As far as I can tell, these choices only affect your room and your room only. It's not like if you bring in a girl and she says they have some generic student room and leaves you the next day. In other words, it's purely cosmetic. Before you even start the actual game, it prompts you to put your name, birthday, blood type. You gotta choose how the girls in the game call you, and I took full advantage of that fact and made the girls call me you, and whenever they use my given name, it's yo. I know, I'm a bit of comedic genius myself. The gameplay is very linear at the beginning. You choose your schedule to level up 4 stats: fitness, intellect, sense, and style. Each thing you do will level up the stat a bit more, but also decrease another stat, so it gives a very subtle sense of strategy, but it's still not enough to cover the amount of boredom you get while leveling up the stats since they level up somewhat slow unless you fill up your 4 schedule slots with one subject. Each of the slots take up a portion of your day, one for the morning, one for midday, one for the afternoon, and another one for night. Sometimes the icon of a character would appear on your schedule, usually signifying an event that's going on, but I don't know that for a fact. Sooner or later, the girl you keep hitting on will soon confess and bam, roll credits. You might think this is it, but you heard me. There's another section. You thought scrolling through those menus was gonna be it? No, now it's getting started. What's considered the meat of the game is the post-girlfriend mode. This game is a really cool move and throws a bunch of new shit you have to learn. This is what I like to call endgame content, where you get to strengthen the bond with the character that you chose by going on dates and doing couple stuff. Now you might be thinking, oh, do I get some of that hot, steamy action when I get in here? No, for the love of God, this game is a T rating at the very least. You might think that this game is weird. Why would I ever want to date a fictional girl, much less marry one? You might think that, but that didn't stop some guy in Japan of November of 2009 from marrying his DS. Keep in mind that this game was only out for like 2 months, and this guy was already making sweet love to his DS. The marriage, much to many of our surprises, got some top news coverage because how weird, am I right? One more thing. Konami released a mobile game for iOS and Android called LovePlus Every. which is basically a remastered version of the original with better models, visuals, and VR support. If you played LovePlus Every, then you basically played the DS original. There was another LovePlus mobile game for iOS only, but that one had a paywall for each girl, so it wasn't really anything special. A lot of other LovePlus games have been released throughout. An updated original called LovePlus Plus, a 3DS game called New LovePlus, and yet another updated version called New LovePlus Plus. I swear, dude, there has to be some guy out there who got New LovePlus to only find out an updated one was released 2 days later. So that's LovePlus on the DS. Should you play it? It's definitely a personal choice type of game. If you're into dating sims and building a relationship with a fictional girl, then go for it. If you're not into that type of game, then this game is not for you. Especially if you're looking forward to gameplay, which there is none of. I'm feeling a 6 to a light 7 on this game. That's it. See ya.